Hello everybody, in this video I'd like to talk a little bit more about or to make some more sounds with the Marshall Vintage Modern. And I'm plugged straight into the amp with the Les Paul Traditional, and I'm going to talk about the first clean channel, almost clean. Okay, where you have, like I said before, where you have, and if you have one amp like this, we have body and detail. Body for bass, detail for highs, and they are preamp volumes on the amp. Okay, so it's not very easy to take a clean sound of the amp. Even at 12 o'clock, you hit it hard. You have that kind of old Marshall sound, with a Fender Stratocaster is different because it's more. Not so strong. Okay, this is with no reverb, and I've tweaked a little bit the settings. So treble it's past 12 o'clock a little bit. Middle is around what, say 3 o'clock, yeah. Bass 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Presence before 12 o'clock. And master volume at 1 or 2, master volume at 1 or 2, very loud, yeah. Okay, this is the bridge pickup on the Les Paul, on the Traditional. If you pick lighter, the sound will come more clean. With both pickups. With the 9 pickup, so if you pick lighter, it's easy to take a clean sound. Just a little bit harder. Distortion comes. I've got the mid boost out, so I'm gonna plug it now. There's an increase of mid boost, and also the distortion increases a little bit. Just for guys, try to listen to the sound in a better way. Okay, now I'm gonna disengage mid boost again, and I'm gonna mess around a little bit with the body and detail. I'm gonna give more detail and less body. Okay, so less body, more detail with the bridge pickup. Now vice versa. More body at 3 o'clock and less detail. It gets really muddy sounding. Okay, so I put the 2 at 12 o'clock. Get this really nice smooth sound. If you want more clean sound, you just put the volume tone knob on your guitar lower. Okay, I'm gonna change now for the dynamic range button, which will give you the second channel of this amp. This isn't really a second two-channel amp. So when you turn this on, you are gonna have a huge amount of volume. This is gonna happen, and more distortion, of course. As you see, the distortion increases a lot, and the volume also. This is not very good because it makes this amp like a two-channel amp, and this isn't really a two-channel amp. So to handle this situation, you have to precisely put the knobs, body and detail in a precise way, so when you hit the dynamic range and move from one channel to another one, the volume stays almost the same. It is possible, but it's not so easy like that. So dynamic range, everything at 12 o'clock except for the EQ I told you before, and it sounds like this on the treble pickup. Even low. When you mute the strings, it's going to give you that low, not very tight sound, more of a muddy sound. Okay, so now this is the sound of the neck pickup. Okay, honestly, if you use pedals with this amp, you're gonna note more of the DQ differences with pedals than not with pedals. It's very subtle. When I move the treble around, you have to have a good ear so you can notice the differences, but they're there. So now you're gonna just mess around with the detail and body. I'm gonna put them to the maximum. Alright, both preamps are now on the maximum, body and detail, without the mid boost engaged on the neck pickup. Just a neck pickup. Play softer, once again the sound goes softer also. With the volume. Alright, so I'm going to engage now the mid boost and more distortion will come. As you've noticed. It's not very defined to play this kind of stuff like Satriani. Especially when you mute the strings. So you back up a little bit the body, also the detail, got more of a clean sound and then more of a tight sound. it's common to have a lot of mistakes because I just plugged the amp, I just plugged the guitar in the amp 5 minutes ago, so I didn't have time for warm up. Anyways, this is what the amp sounds like. Some more sounds from the Marshall. I'm going to increase a little bit the detail now because the mid boost gives you more mids, and I think some of my favorite sounds. With closed chords, open chords. It has a built-in reverb, digital reverb. I'm going to put it almost to the maximum. It's supposed to simulate the plate reverb. To be honest, I really never liked the Marshall reverbs, and this is digital, but I really don't like it. It's very, you can listen to it very detailed, like in a Fender or something like that. But it works okay. It doesn't work great with pedals. You have like a distortion pedal, and you use the distortion pedal with the reverb. You almost don't hear it at all. But just with the amp with the guitar, you hear it very well, at least better than pedals. But it's very more, you know, not very detailed. Like this. Probably there will be fans for this kind of sound. I'm not one of them. Alright guys, thank you for watching once again. This is one more review from the Marshall Vintage Modern Combo, and cheers.